Partly cloudy tonight, low 65. 50% chance for rain on Tuesday with the high of 80. Scattered showers both Wednesday and Thursday. Highs in the low 80s both days. And for Friday, partly cloudy with the high 78. Overnight low 64. Yesterday's high was 88. Currently, humidity at 95%. Winds are calm and the pressure at 29.93. Cloudy skies right now. We've got 70 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That's Mark Turner and Mike Dreeth here on a Monday morning.
Last day of August.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
Labor Day is right there. Going to go out to Wayne City this afternoon or late this morning. That's at least the plan, to be able to get the information on the crop tour, I think, is going on this morning, if I'm not mistaken.
It's going on right now. They left JT's over there, I don't know, probably 30, 45 minutes ago.
My guess is it's going to be a good report.
Edwards
from what I can
County
tell.
and White County both showed improved yields over last year, so I wouldn't expect anything different.
By the way, I'm just going to tell you this before Tom joins us. Normally, you're the gold standard when it comes to the recommendation of what I watch on weekends. You are my leader. You're my guru when it comes to Amazon Prime and Netflix.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, your curveball doesn't break.
Uh-huh.
Okay? War Machine was not that entertaining. I'm just telling you.
Okay. Well,
I'm just going to say it didn't work. It didn't work for me.
I had not seen the entire movie. I only seen the first half of it.
It didn't end well.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
Okay.
You're not going to like the ending.
Okay. Well, maybe I won't watch the rest.
I thought Brad Pitt really struggled in that role. I'm just telling you. By the way, this weekend you were able to look out your front window there at the business, but man, what this is why Fairfield is such a neat place to live, because of the generosity of people on benefits like we had for Arleta Hill, as well as the Harry Moreland Fund to be able to build a shelter. Yeah. The numbers I see, and I'm pretty sure these are accurate. Arleta's Army, that lunch, and by the way, an unbelievable job done by Big Boy.
You betcha.
Big Boy Catering. They did a great job. $5,400 for Arleta's Army and $4,300 for Harry Moreland's shelter.
I didn't see the
That's amazing.
The Moreland, what the lines were like for the Moreland benefit. I suspect they were really long as well, but I looked out in the morning to the Arleta Hill benefit, and there were vehicles wrapped around almost the entire courthouse.
I did not partake. I sent a donation to Harry. I didn't get a chance to do a check for Arleta, but I did for Harry. And then I didn't go and get in line. Pretty interesting question of the day. You're just going to find it amazing. You got to stick around for that. Some of these combinations of food that people mix together. Are you a food mixer or a food separator? Now, see, there's two different types of people.
It just depends on what I'm eating.
Okay, so, for instance, I like there to be a defined space between my various different types of food. I'm afraid
you're one of those people.
It's very revealing.
Yeah.
Now, the only time there can be, an incursion between the two food types would be, for instance, turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy. Because I'd want the gravy over both of them, and they can mix. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
But like spaghetti and, let's say, cottage cheese, they have to go to their respective corners. They cannot
really?
mix.
Okay.
But you're a mixer.
Well, it depends on what I'm eating. Now, like macaroni and cheese.
Yes, you can mix that.
We'll take macaroni and cheese. If we have peas with that, I dip out macaroni and cheese. Then I just throw the peas right on top and mix it all together.
Oh, you're sick.
Well, that's not really sick,
That's twisted.
you know.
Peas and macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
I want some peas with my macaroni and cheese.
yeah.
Oh
But
my.
like
We're
but
going to
like-
learn more of
But
those
like
things.
yesterday, we had some roast for dinner.
I don't like peas to begin with, but go ahead.
We had roast for dinner.
Right?
Okay, well, we had potatoes. I took my potatoes, just mashed them up, threw a little roast in there, and just covered the whole thing.
Well,
with
that's a
bread.
Manhattan. That's different.
No, it didn't have bread in it. It's not a Manhattan.
Well, it's a Manhattan.
Low carb
Yeah.
Manhattan.
That's true.
Tom Levine joining us. Thank you for being here, Tom. And hey, did you have a good weekend?
Had a good weekend, yeah.
Well, tell us just a little bit about it. Anything worth recounting to our audience?
You know, we just didn't do a whole lot. Talked to Darian Friday night. She's going to have to be tested for the COVID.
You got to tell this story. You told me this earlier.
Yeah,
you
I
got to tell this story.
Okay, so she's living on campus. So
In St. Louis.
all the students on campus need to be tested.
Oh, they
Are required to be tested.
Really?
Yes. So they're going to have them all tested. Now, to the testing, they need to bring 2 weeks worth of supplies with them. Everything they need for 2 weeks. Because if the test is positive, they're immediately going to be shuttled into Mutan, the COVID dorm.
It sounds like they're going to become
And they're gonna bring 2
POWs.
weeks of food?
Huh? No.
Oh,
They
just
don't
2
have
weeks
to
of
have 2 weeks
clothing.
of food.
Okay.
Just everything they're going to need for 2 weeks. And
They
then
burn any numbers into their arms or anything
So
like that?
I
if
don't
you're
believe so. I
quarantined,
don't-
You need, a pair of shorts and a shirt.
You're gonna-
and some drawers.
Here's what you
know?
need. You need a baseball and a glove that you can bounce against the Steve McQueen.
bounce
Oh,
against
yeah.
the wall. Yeah.
You bounce it against the wall.
You find out how many, hard-boiled eggs you can eat.
Wow. That's
But
But you can
apparently
still-
they've got the fast tests, and
but
they're
you're still being able to go to school.
still being able to go to
But if
school
you're
online.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Never heard that.
That's the plan right now.
what
And
do
we're
you-
like, huh?
What do you do if you get there and you go, I forgot my charger. I mean, do you have somebody bring it to the window and throw it up to you?
Are you
on
put
a
in-
rock or something?
Are you put in individual confinement areas?
One person to a room,
solitary confinement?
basically. Yeah.
We'll slip the food under the
Well,
door.
and then she got a friend who is staying at the Drury. That's her dorm room. The Drury up by the Butterfly House is her dorm room. And I was like, well, that would be a deal. I mean, you get the free waffle in the morning,
Let me tell you. Yes.
And they give you free appetizers in the evening.
appetizers in the evening.
With your drinks. Watch it, Tom. Watch it. One other thing. I'm going to go. The plan is to go tomorrow afternoon for this eye surgery I'm going to have. And we were going to have that, but I have to be back there on Wednesday morning. And so you guys are going to have to carry on Wednesday morning.
Okay.
But Wednesday, we didn't want to do St. Louis for the operation, come back to Fairfield, and then go the next morning.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's kind
That
of
only
silly.
makes sense.
There's this absolutely incredible, I wouldn't call it a 4-star hotel, but a really nice hotel there near where the operation's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
$80 a night.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, does
Yeah.
that come with the breakfast in the morning?
I don't know. I doubt it. But I'm just saying, it would have probably been, maybe 250, 300 bucks
Right.
a night.
Yeah.
But
Because
they don't
they
have
need the
anybody there.
business.
But there's nobody there. So Carol jumped
Snapped
all
it-
over that. She
snapped
snapped
it
that
right
thing
up,
up, and
boy.
we're staying
I
the
think
night.
we're going to stay there a couple of nights.
Hey, Mike, don't you want to get
$80 a night.
get the other eye operated on while we're here? Okay, I've got something here in my hand.
In the vernacular of the ethos, this is T-minus 60 seconds before the voice of man is lifted from Mother Earth and rocketed into the sky farther and longer than any voice ahead of him. Call this one of the first faltering steps of man to sever the umbilical cord of seriousness and stretch at a fingertip towards an unknown. In a moment, we'll join two men, Mike and Mark, and
Tom.
embark on an adventure because the environs overhead, the stars, the sky, the infinite space, are all part of a vast question mark known as the bucket of bunk.
I can see those environs just surging over us as we listen to Jeremy get us ready for the bucket of bunk. Birthdays today, Buddy Hackett would be 96 today.
Funny guy?
Died in 2003 at the age of 78. Best remembered for his roles as Marcellus Washburn. He was in The Music Man. I forgot that, in 1962.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Benji Benjamin in It's a Mad World in 1963.
Great
That was
movie.
a funny movie. He was Tennessee Steinmetz in The Love Bug.
Yes.
I forgot
Herbie.
that too.
Herbie the Love Bug.
1968. Wasn't that Dean Jones?
Yep, with Dean
Yeah.
Jones.
The voice of Scuttle in the Little Mermaid. That was Buddy Hackett in 1989.
Which one
Yeah.
was Scuttle?
That was the kind of like shrimp, snail, wasn't it?
I thought it was like a blow. I'll have to look.
You have to look it up. Okay.
Okay.
He began performing stand-up comedy in the Borscht Belt. His
Would
name
be
then
Wisconsin, Minnesota.
No.
No, that'd be
Borscht Belt?
upper
Northern New York.
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Adirondacks.
That's right.
Ah, okay.
His name then was Butch Hacker. You can see how it evolved to Buddy Hackett.
Buddy Hackett.
He appeared first at the Golden Hotel in Hurleyville, New York, claiming later that he did not get one single laugh.
Man, that was a long show, I bet.
He graduated, it was in high school. He graduated in 42. He enlisted in the U.S. Army, served during World War II for 3 years as an anti-aircraft battery mate. Hackett continued to appear on Johnny Carson's Tonight Show until Carson left the series in 1992. He was one of the valued guests that
Yes.
Carson loved to have. In 78, he delivered a dramatic performance as Lou Costello in the television movie Bud and Lou. Opposite, you remember who he was opposite in that movie?
No.
No.
Harvey Korman
Oh,
played Bud Abbott. The film told the story of Abbott Costello. Of course, what was at the core of this movie?
What's it first?
Who's at first?
Who's on first?
Yep. Married once, Buddy Hackett. He had a son who's also a comedian, if you can believe that. Van Morrison, or Sir George Ivan Van Morrison, is 75 today. I love Van Morrison.
I do too. Great singer.
The Best Of is one of my favorite albums. His solo career began in 1967 under the pop hit-oriented guidance of Burt Burns with the release of his hit single in 1967.
Brown Eyed Girl?
Yes. Good job, Turner. Moondance in 1970 established Morrison as a major artist.
I love Moondance. That's one of my favorite songs.
He built his reputation on that. He was big throughout the 70s, and then there's been an ebb and flow. You know what I mean? He doesn't tour,
Okay.
so there's times you'll see him, and then you'll not see him for a couple of years. He's reclusive. He's had 2 wives, at separate times,
Yeah.
and 3 kids, also at separate times.
Okay.
Richard Gere is 71. Now, do you have your geezer alert there ready?
I do.
Okay, well, hold on a second, because I'll get you ready for the geezer part of this. Richard Gere, 71. Of course, he came into prominence with the film American Gigolo in 1980. Remember the gravity boots? You remember that?
Yeah.
He would hang himself upside down, so then he would do... I never really wanted to do that, especially after a meal.
Sit-ups? Or just let it
Any kind of thing that do anything
involve gravity boots?
involved
to
being upside down.
Yeah, I like the abdomen the way it is. He was also then, after American Gigolo, Officer and a Gentleman, with Deborah Winger,
Uh-huh.
1982. I liked her in that, and in
Urban Cowboy?
that's memorable too.
Yeah.
She could ride a horse, a fake horse. The Cotton Club, of course, Pretty Woman was a great big hit for
was
him, a
a big
huge
one.
hit. Summersby,
It's also in Chicago.
What was that, Summersby?
No,
No, the musical.
the musical Chicago.
Oh, okay. Yes, he was. Primal Fear, Runaway Bride, that was big too. I'm Not 3. Norman, The Modern Rise, and Tragic Fall of a New York Fixer in 2016. He was sporadically linked romantically with Tuesday Weld, Barbara Carrera, and Babs.
Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand.
Really?
He's accused. I love this.
Accused?
He's accused of having affairs with Priscilla Presley and Kim Basinger.
Okay.
Not a bad list.
No, not
a
bad.
bad list at all. That he was accused of that in a book written by Priscilla's ex-boyfriend, Michael Edwards. Gere is married to supermodel Cindy Crawford. Remember?
Yeah, for a
Yeah, I
while.
do
That was
remember
only
that.
4 years.
Who is from Illinois.
Cindy Crawford?
Yeah.
She's
She's
a
from
DeKalb
upstate.
Barb.
From where?
She's DeKalb.
I didn't know that.
She's a DeKalb Barb.
I always thought that was an interesting little mole on her face.
Yeah.
Strategically placed. Anyway, he married her. Then he married model and actress Carrie Lowell. Carrie Lowell was on Law and Order for a period of time. She
Okay.
was one of the prosecutors. I watch hundreds of Law and Orders, one after the other.
That's
Because I don't have a life.
One after the other.
Anyway, now here comes the geezer alert. In early April 2018, Richard Gere married Spanish activist Alejandra Silva. In August 2018, the couple announced that they were expecting their first child. Now, Gere, who I told you is 71, his wife is 34.
Geezer alert. Geezer alert.
I'm going to correct that. She's 37. That means there's a 34-year difference.
34-year difference in the
between them.
age.
Not only did he have a child in 2018, Alexander, but in April of this year, they had their second child together. Can you imagine, for a moment, for a second. You're in your 50s, right, Turner?
Yeah.
You're in your 40s, Tom?
Oh,
You're in your 50s, too?
yeah, I'm older than him.
You're looking good, Tom.
Doesn't look it.
Thank you.
Doesn't look like it though, does
Thank
it?
you.
I tell you
Thank you.
what.
Thank you very much.
I tell you, a little just for men, and you could get into the 40s, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Just for men's not going to help me.
All right.
I'd have to paint my forehead,
Yeah.
okay?
You need the spray on here.
In the can. But can you imagine the two of you in your 50s? I'm in my 60s, early 60s. Can you imagine the getting up at 2 a.m. for the 2 a.m.
Feedings, diaper changes.
For who, the baby or Richard Gere?
You both need to be changed. Oh, my.
You're up in the bathroom anyway. Change the kid.
Man, I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine. At 71.
If you're
Just think
Richard-
about it. This kid.
If
is-
you're Richard Gere, you have people that can take care of that.
Of both jobs.
Don't go there, man. I'm just saying. Can you imagine at 71? This kid goes to college when he's 91.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
But when he's 87, he has a new person to drive him around.
Instead of driving Miss Daisy, it's going to be driving Mr. Gere.
Man, I just find
Driving the old man.
He takes his son somewhere. Oh, it's so nice you've got your great grandson out.
His
That's
dad's
my
dead.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad, teach me how to throw. I have people for that. Jim here is going to teach you how to throw.
Yeah.
This date, August 31st, we're getting, last day of the month. I don't think there's 32 days in this month.
No.
1920, the first new program to be broadcast on the radio was aired. It was at station 8MK in Detroit, Michigan. The first news program.
Oh, the
first
news program.
program, yes.
Not the new program.
No, first news
Okay.
program.
We haven't had a new program since.
That's pretty much the way we are here.
Chicken Man.
1946, Superman returned to the radio on the Mutual broadcast system. It had been dropped the year earlier. 1950, Gil Hodges of the Brooklyn Dodgers hit 4 home runs in a single game off 4 different pitchers.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. Sandy Koufax in 1959 set a National League record by striking out 18 batters. I believe Steve Carlton has that record now with 19, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, maybe not. Maybe somebody got into the 20s. What about Kerry Wood? Did he get into 20?
Yeah, I think Kerry Wood got into 20. Big Unit
Oh,
got into 22, I think.
Randy Johnson.
Not
1960.
22, but 20,
20
also.
Okay. 64, California officially became the most populated state in America. And I think it stayed that way.
Yeah, oh yeah.
1981, the 30-year contract between Milton Berle and NBC TV expired. He had a 30-year contract. August 31st, 1939, Frank Sinatra recorded All or Nothing at All with the Harry James Band. That was huge. 67, the Beatles announced they would handle their own affairs with the death of manager Brian Epstein. In 74, the Partridge Family television show ended the day the music died. I always loved Danny, little redhead, troublemaker. Ended up being a radio announcer.
Yeah?
You could have predicted that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
troublemaker. 1976, a judge ruled that George Harrison was guilty of copying from the song "He's So Fine" by the Chiffons. He would apparently, "My Sweet Lord" was the name of the
Yeah.
song that he apparently copied. If you listen to the two, you can hear the similarities.
Yeah,
Right.
there are some similarities.
2005, Toby Keith announced that he was starting his own label named Showdog Nashville Records.
Okay.
Boy, this question of the day was Facebook stopped us. Did you know this?
Huh.
Facebook stopped us. They will not let us do polls anymore. They forbid it.
Why?
I wish you could tell me, because I can't do it. I went online and said, why isn't Facebook allowing people to do polls? I think they want us to pay.
Yeah.
Ain't going to happen.
Nah.
So we have these kinds of questions, which are just fine.
Okay.
The Carnaby Square question of the day, I don't know if you know this or not, fellas, either one of you,
I'm well aware of the fact.
that
They're the fashion leader.
in downtown Fairfield.
Really? I hadn't heard that.
Yeah,
Keeping men out of the doghouse for over 40 years.
nigh on to 40 years. I didn't know if you knew that. But they are. And here's the question of the day. By the way, 3,800 people were involved in this question.
Man.
What weird food combinations do you enjoy? Oh, we've got some weird ones. We'll be back after this.
It's Carnaby's last hurrah. Carnaby's last week for their summer sale, 1/2 off of 1/2. The store is falling forward with the best trending brands. Carnaby has new deliveries of Tribal, Charlie B, and Brighton. Make a reminder, Carnaby's Trending Thursdays will be starting soon. The Carnaby girls will be taking a long weekend, closing Saturday and returning on Tuesday. Family, friends, and good food is on the agenda. Enjoy and stay safe. God bless America. Don't forget to like and follow Carnaby Square on Facebook. In Southern Illinois, the outside temperature changes daily. Let Right Now HVAC keep Mother Nature outside where she belongs and keep your home comfortable inside. Right Now HVAC can service your existing system 24 hours a day. Or if you're in the market for a new system altogether, Right Now will install a new Rude HVAC unit or a Hydron geothermal unit. All major credit cards are accepted, or talk to Brian about financing options. Find them on Facebook at Brian Right Now HVAC or call 214-2593 for 24/7 service. Fall merchandise is coming in at Uniquely Rustique, and they have pumpkins of all styles and sizes. Check out their Wow of the Week on Facebook. A different item will be on sale each week. At Uniquely Rustique, they still have several new designs of inspirational t-shirts to spice up your late summer wardrobe. Come in and check them out today. Watch Uniquely Rustique's Facebook page, website, and the large sign out front for surprise sales throughout the month. Shop Uniquely Rustique for a truly unique shopping experience.
Have you heard? All Sierra HPC clinic sites have made some changes. We will be offering sports and school physicals at no out-of-pocket cost. And it gets even better. School physicals will include vaccinations at no out-of-pocket cost for both new and established patients. Call 1-833-209-0498 to schedule your appointment at any of our 11 Sierra HPC clinic sites throughout southern Illinois.
Jerome here from Main Street Shop in Fairfield. The only bad thing about a Skagmore is when the guy next door gets one and you don't. Oh, look, he's getting his lawn done in half the time, and you don't. He's only buying half the gas he used to, and you don't. And to top it all off, his lawn looks way better, and yours don't. Help me out here. What was the reason again why you don't get a Skag, that is? We are Main Street Shop in Fairfield, and we have a Skag for you, too. Just saying. Wow, zoom, dude. Wow, zoom.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when 77-year-old John Glenn returned to space?
Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery with a crew of 6 astronaut heroes and 1 American legend.
Today is beautiful, and do a trite-old statement, 0G, and I feel fine.
The House Judiciary Committee began debating whether or not to impeach President Clinton.
Based upon what we now know, do we have a duty to look further or to look away?
The Yankees swept the Padres in the World Series, completing an unprecedented 125-win season for manager Joe Torre.
I don't know if we're the best team of all time, but we had the best record, and I'm very proud of the way these guys went about their business.
Meanwhile, here's what the radio is dishing out.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. Got the hooch in my favorite mistake.
All these songs came out together, but when? The answer and a little taste of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
As a financial advisor, I'm well versed in the best practices of financial planning. But as a local, I'm familiar with the same unique challenges you face every day. I know the importance of not only understanding your goals, but also you, as an individual, as a business owner, and as a family. Hi, I'm Luke Carl with F&B Asset Management, and I'm proud to be working in my hometown, investing back into the community that contributed to my success. And I'm committed to helping you with yours. Call us at 842-2109 today. F&B Asset Management, helping you realize your financial goals.
October 1998.
Sean Mullins and Lullaby, the top song of October 1998. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
When you order your sizzling McDonald's breakfast this morning, you might learn something important about yourself. Like, are you the kind of person who picks the melted, overflowing American cheese that got stuck to the wrapper before enjoying your delicious breakfast sandwich? Or after?
Start your morning at McDonald's and enjoy a savory sausage McMuffin with egg or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Get any two for just $4. Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price.
Ubinghurst Furniture cares about our customers. So to help you with your furniture and bedding purchases, we're offering up to 4 years free financing. Minimum purchase and approval required. See store for details. At Ubinghurst, we have everything you need to make your home more comfortable. It's time to sink into a comfy new recliner, sofa, or luxurious new mattress. So shop now with no money down and up to 4 years free financing. Only at Ubinghurst Furniture Company, where the deal's worth a drive. Highway 50 East, Flora.
We're back on Morning Coffee, having a large time as always, enjoying each other's company. And you got to tell, before I do this, so your dog, remember your dog was named Jackson. Your new dog. The dog we got from,
named Jackson.
Yeah, the dog is named Jackson.
So tell the story.
My little granddaughter, her last name is Brown. Well, unbeknownst to her, she announces that dog's name is Jackson Brown.
Because it sounds good.
And I'm thinking to myself, that is just too good.
Jackson Brown.
So the dog's name it's got a middle name now, our last name, our middle and last name. It's now Jackson Brown.
Jackson Brown lives with Tina Turner.
That's right.
And you heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
And you found out about Buddy Hackett in Little Mermaid.
In Little Mermaid, he was Scuttle. Scuttle was a seagull.
We give you the answers here. The kinds of answers to questions that you...
In depth.
You probably this morning went, Buddy Hackett's birthday. What was he?
In the Little
Mermaid.
Yeah.
All right.
And now we're going to give you answers that
this is good.
You don't necessarily want to hear.
I don't know if I do. The Carnaby Square question of the day, what weird food combinations do you enjoy? Kayla likes cottage cheese on sloppy joes.
Okay.
Strawberry jelly on her burgers with an egg.
Okay.
Some of these are just remarkable. Tony, fries with mayo or honey mustard. Mayo and mustard mixed.
Fries with mayo is like a European thing because you go to Belgium and you get your pommes frites.
She likes mayo. She's into mayo.
Well,
I'm more of a Miracle Whip guy myself.
Because you like that zip.
Cottage cheese with plain ruffles. I've seen that. Not at home, but somewhere.
Okay.
Joyce says a bite of Snicker with Fritos, vanilla ice cream for dipping regular chips.
You know what? I do. I like French fries and ice cream together.
French fries and the Frosty. You dip it in your Frosty.
That's really good.
At Wendy's.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by
everybody
weird
else,
people.
Everybody thinks I'm weird.
I don't do it.
I like
seen
saltine crackers with homemade ice cream.
Oh man!
Okay.
It's the sweet and salty. But I like French fries dipped in ice cream.
Well, you're just weird.
Here's from Melba, who likes toast.
Toast.
No, I'm just kidding. Melba says bacon sandwich
Here's
with
to Melba.
blackberry jelly. A bacon sandwich with blackberry. I guess everything with bacon's okay.
I like. Well, I guess if this is weird, you take bacon, you put grape jelly on it, and put it on a biscuit.
Wow.
Grape jelly on a biscuit with bacon.
Peanut butter and bacon is pretty good.
Peanut butter and bacon. MJ says whipped cream, cheese, and Fritos. There you go. And I know a lot of people. I think maybe even my wife does ketchup in ham and beans. That might be a Fairfield thing.
Oh, no.
Syrup on cornbread.
Yes.
Maple syrup on cornbread.
Yeah.
Yes. That's not too weird.
I first time we had cornbread after we got married, and I was like, "Where's the syrup?" And my wife was like, "What are you talking about?"
I'm going to divorce you. No. Elizabeth says tomato and cottage cheese.
I've seen that before.
Shirley
Kind
says
of like putting salt on watermelon.
Right.
How about French fries with tartar sauce? Ew.
Ew. Yeah.
Debbie says olives and ice cream.
Okay.
Oh, man. Chris says mashed potatoes with hot dogs and sauerkraut.
Now, here's my next question.
Okay.
Are all these people pregnant?
I don't think so, because some of them are men. Judy says potato chips and ice cream.
Yeah, I can live with that. That's not too bad.
Erica says, I don't think mine is weird now, but I put cottage cheese on my spaghetti. Not that weird.
No, that's...
Rhonda says barbecue Fritos with vanilla ice cream.
I don't know about that.
I don't know either. Donna says milk gravy over sliced tomatoes.
I've seen people do that before.
I haven't.
Okay.
Dawn says sweet potatoes with macaroni and cheese. Now that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound bad at all. The inhabitant at my house engaged in this. And I don't know I've ever seen her do this. Cooked carrots dipped in A1 sauce.
My grandson eats A1 with everything.
Okay.
It does not matter what it is. He'll dip it in A1.
You know
Or
what's
ranch.
good? You know what's good in mac and cheese?
What?
Cheetos.
Mac and
they're the
cheese.
cheesiest.
Wilma says mustard and butter sandwich. Ooh.
Ooh.
Cindy says pork and beans with milk gravy.
Ooh.
No. There's got to be a barrier between those two. There's no doubt in my mind. Bob says peanut butter.
I don't know that I'd ever cook a meal that had pork and beans and milk gravy in the same meal.
Yeah, you'd have to save those.
Biscuits and gravy and pork and beans.
Yeah.
Bob says peanut butter and white syrup stirred together.
No, I can see that.
I can see that too.
I can see that.
Chet says peanut butter with salmon patties.
I don't know about that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mike says eggs with mustard. Now, my dad used to do that. Go ahead.
That before. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Good morning. How about a little bit of salt on pumpkin pie?
Salt on pumpkin pie. Now, I put
It's
salt.
delicious. It is delicious. So you need to try it.
Okay, thank you.
well,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much. I put salt when my wife doesn't watch. By the way, you know what? We're past 5 minutes past 8, so she's not listening anymore.
Okay.
I got fried chicken on Saturday. Oh, so sweet. Yeah, that's why I sent the money up, because I wasn't going to pass the opportunity. She was gone all day to Evansville. So I snuck up. I got the
Honey,
fried
why
chicken.
don't you go to Evansville and go shopping?
I ate it. Then I put it in 3 different bags and put it in the garbage. She can't smell it. How about a peanut butter on a BLT?
I've seen somebody do that
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
Of course, Elvis loved peanut butter on a nanner sandwich.
Yep.
Peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Erica, grilled cheese dipped with applesauce.
Seen that?
Chocolate chip cookies with ranch Doritos.
Ooh.
I got to tell you something. You can dip, for me, I could dip almost anything in ranch dressing and eat it. I said almost.
Not chocolate chip cookies.
I'm not a real ranch dressing
yeah,
fan.
I'm not a ranch guy.
Oh, I love my veggies with it.
Thousand Island and blue cheese.
How about this? Linda says a boiled egg, dill pickle, and chili cheese Fritos.
No offense. But
I never really liked the chili cheese Fritos.
I love the chili cheese Fritos, but you know.
Oh, I just.
Here's
Here's
some
something I
strange
saw
ones.
somebody eating the other day.
Uh-huh.
Pork rinds with milk.
No.
Yeah, pork rinds and drinking
They didn't
milk.
dip, did they?
No. They were just that was
That was
drink
the
of
combination.
choice,
Together,
pork
yeah.
rinds.
They're not mixed together, though.
No, they're not mixed together.
How about this? Kathy says Braunschweiger and cottage cheese.
Not together. Separate them.
I don't think I've ever had Braunschweiger.
Really?
Have you? And I'm German.
Yes.
I'm a German
You got
guy.
to go down to
Yeah.
Johnny's and get some Braunschweiger, and you got to have some crackers with it.
Is this the same kind of recommendation you give me on recent movies?
No, it is not. You will
You're
like
telling me
Braunschweiger.
I like Braunschweiger.
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Braunschweiger.
Well, come on.
Liverwurst.
Is it like-
Liverwurst. That's what it tastes like.
I don't think I've ever had liverwurst,
That's Braunschweiger.
but I've never
course
had
not.
it. I mean, is it like bologna or is it like
No.
ham or?
It's kind of like
It's-
bologna, only a little bit
It's a spread.
creamier, I guess.
Brown
Yeah.
sugar. All right. Well, I'm going to ask Johnny for a sample.
There you
Brown
go.
sugar.
You'll like it.
That way I'm not
Yeah,
wasting
you'll like
money.
it.
How about a baked potato with cottage cheese? I've seen that before.
I've not seen that one.
I've seen apples and coleslaw.
I'm just telling you that we could spend the rest. We don't need to. There you go. There's the answers, and they just kept going. I could do this for another hour and a half.
I have sports trivia for you this morning.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And these are not gimmies like we've had in the past with me, okay?
All right.
All right, number one. If you have the Borg Warner Trophy, what sports event did you win?
Okay, I got it.
Number two, what country has played in every World Cup soccer tournament?
Which country has played
Played
in
every World Cup soccer tournament.
Number three, in sports, what is black, 1 inch thick, 3 inches in diameter, and weighs between 5.5 and 6 ounces.
Got it?
Oh, yeah.
Number 4, name the coach who has won both the Rose Bowl and the Super Bowl.
Ooh. Rose Bowl
and the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Number 5, in what sport do you hear the terms mule kick and stale fish?
Mule kick. This is the sport, and those are terms
Stale
within
fish.
Mule kick and stale fish.
Okay.
Well, you got me there.
Number 6, what is the only sport in the U.S. with no game clock?
Okay.
Chess. Oh.
Number 7, what jobs do Mike Fluff Cowan, Jim Bones McKay, and Fanny Sunnison have in sports?
I haven't heard any of those guys.
Number 8,
Okay.
what is the name of the first team to win 3 Super Bowls?
All right.
Number 9, what athlete played in both the World Series and the Super Bowl?
I know that.
And number 10, who was the first player on a losing team to be named MVP of the Super Bowl? I'll give you a hint. He was a linebacker
Okay.
for a team from the state of Texas.
Okay. Boy, this is going to be hard.
I told you, no more gimmies.
You did a good job there. All right.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Here at Interiors, sit and sleep with a beautiful selection of sofas, love seats, sectionals, basically anything for a living room or any room. It's living furniture and you have it.
You know what? We have a little bit of everything that can fit your room. Depends on what you're looking for.
What's some preparation our listeners can do before they come into the store?
Well, first of all, I always recommend for people to bring your dimensions of your living room or the room where you're wanting to put the furniture in, because a lot of this can be totally customizable to your room. As far as like our sectionals, you can make them as small as you want or as large as you want, depending on your room size.
When you say there's options on the sectionals, can you kind of dive a little bit more into that? Can you give some examples?
Well, with the sectionals, of course, you can get with the power reclining, you can get the power headrest, you can get the chaise on the end. There are so many different things.
You just have to come in, sit down, stay a while, and talk to Darv at Interiors Sit and Sleep, North 6th Street, across from Dumas in Vincennes.
Your responses to the 2020 census are safe, secure, and protected by federal law. Your answers can only be used to produce statistics which help determine federal funding for things like food assistance, healthcare services, and Pell Grants. They cannot be used against you by any government agency or court in any way. The U.S. Census Bureau asks about race and ethnicity in the census, but it does not collect information about religious affiliation. Shape the future and complete the census. This message is brought to you by the Wayne County Health Department.
Watermelon.
Healthy.
Cool.
And tasty.
They're grown here and are at the peak of freshness right now.
The Ileana Watermelon Association reminds you that every summer day is better with watermelon.
Bring one home today.
Watermelon.
It's time to talk with Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Good morning, Sheldon.
Morning, Mark.
What's going on down there at Le Mans on this cloudy Monday morning?
Well, the sun's shining here, so maybe we're in a better spot.
Well, it is kind of poking its head out over here, too. Yeah. So, the new deals come out in just a couple of days for the fall, pretty much the fall sales events, right?
That is correct. Today is the last day of August. We know what we've got today. We do not know what tomorrow brings. So, big discounts, like I said, on those Buicks, employee pricing, plus rebates on those. Lots of the percentage off a Chevy hit the road deal or something, or whatever they call it, but it's a percentage off MSRP on several of the Chevrolet vehicles.
And we're not talking like 5% or anything like that. We're talking like 15, 20%, aren't we?
I think it was between 10, 12, and 15%.
So those are big savings, and on some of these vehicles, we're talking about saving you tens of thousands of dollars.
That is correct. That is correct.
And, of course, the used car lot is looking pretty good as well. You guys are still on the hunt for some used cars.
We still are on the hunt, so come down and trade us one on a new one, or we'll pay you good money for yours, or we'll just buy it. So.
All righty. All righty.
We won't make you walk home either.
All right. Well, we certainly appreciate it if we sell you a car. Sheldon, as always, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you on Thursday, man.
All right. You guys have a great week.
You too.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Does your financial future depend on the performance of a single investment? In any type of market, allocating your investments among a variety of assets may help minimize risk. I understand the importance of asset allocation and can design a diversified portfolio based on your risk profile to help you attain your goals. For details, call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855. That's 842-7855. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Your Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast. Clouds today, high 85. Partly cloudy tonight, low 65. 50% chance for rain tomorrow, high 80. Scattered showers both Wednesday and Thursday with the highs each day in the low 80s. And for Friday, partly cloudy, high 78. Overnight low 64. Yesterday's high was 88. Currently, humidity is at 93%. Winds are calm and the pressure at 29.83. Partly cloudy skies, 72 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looks good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the area in terms of precipitation. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
Well, I think you're going to stump us quite a bit here today.
Because all I know about sports is generally the shape of the ball.
All right.
Well, you're going to be okay on one of these then.
Here we go.
Yeah.
If you own the Borg Warner Trophy, what sports event have you won?
The greatest spectacle in sports.
Racing.
Yes. The Indy 500.
Indy 500,
Okay. Well, I was waiting for it.
Well, I think we all knew what that was.
Number 2, which country has played in every World Cup soccer tournament?
You want to take a guess at that?
Okay. I'm going to guess Brazil.
I'm going to say Great Britain.
It's Brazil.
There you go, Tom.
I started laughing during the break because I was going to guess Brazil because we used to have a car many years ago. It was an Oldsmobile. And I took it to the mechanic and I said, somehow we got on the conversation of why we bought the Oldsmobile. And I said, because it's an American-made car. And he's like, no. Now I'm going to say this because this mechanic is now no longer with us. He goes, this car was built in the deepest, darkest Africa, Brazil.
That's great.
All right, question number 3.
Okay.
In sports, what is black, 1 inch thick, 3 inches in diameter, and weighs between 5.5 and 6 ounces?
I'll let you know,
Hockey
Tom.
puck.
Hockey puck. There you go.
I had that question last week.
Did we?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that one either. Number 4, name the coach who has won both the Rose Bowl and the Super Bowl.
I don't know this to be the name, but I'm looking.
We have an answer?
Yes, from the
From the
Peanut
gallery.
Gallery.
Pete
Carroll.
Carroll.
But there's another one.
How about Jim Harbaugh?
No.
And
What's
the other guy.
one?
Pete Carroll's the only one he's going to guess.
Dick Vermeil.
Dick Vermeil.
Rams and the UCLA.
Yes. Okay.
All righty. Number 5, in what sport would you hear the terms the mule kick and the stale fish?
Is that snowboarding?
It is snowboarding.
Oof. Good job, Tom. You're knocking it out of the
Man,
park.
he is. Number 6, what's the only sport in the U.S. with no game clock?
Soccer. Well, no, that's
No,
not
that
right.
is a game clock. What about?
Just seems to last forever.
Are you Are you considering the pitch game clock in baseball to be a clock?
No.
Okay, well, it's baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Oh, okay. No.
All righty. All right. What jobs in sports do Mike Fluff Cowan, Jim Bones McKay, and Fanny Sunnison perform?
A look of blank shock
They're-
out in
They're
the hallway.
professional pin setters for the.
They are not medical.
Okay. I don't know.
They are not pin setters.
They're ball people for the U.S. Open.
They're golf caddies. Close enough.
Caddies.
Oh, good job.
Number 8, what's the name of the first team to win 3 Super Bowls?
Was it the Pittsburgh Steelers?
It was.
Okay.
It was. Number 9, what athlete played in both the World Series and the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, you think about two team. Let me go back. How about Sanders? Reggie Sanders.
I think what you have written down is
Well, I have
right.
Bo Jackson
J.J.
written down,
Bo
but that's
Jackson.
not right.
No.
Okay.
It was the
Bo don't know Super Bowl.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was the guy that was the defensive back. He played for the Atlanta Falcons. Deion Sanders.
Deion
I said Sanders.
Yep, you did.
Okay, all right.
You did. And number 10.
Nephew of the Colonel.
Yes.
Number 10, who was the first player on a losing team to be named MVP of the Super Bowl?
I'm just going to take
Okay.
a wild shot here.
Linebacker?
Yes. Texas, you said that. So it'd have to be the Cowboys. And I'm
Yep.
going to say, how about Leroy Jordan?
It is not Leroy Jordan.
Who?
Chuck Howley.
Good job.
Number 54 in your program. won it when the Colts beat the Cowboys. Super Bowl
I don't know.
5.
Real
4 or
early.
5. Super Bowl 4 or 5.
Well, give the
Early
Bobcat
Super-
credit on
Yeah.
that. He knew what he was talking
That's
about.
impressive.
Wow. Well, we blew through that pretty fast. How much time we got here?
Not very much.
We got a couple minutes here. So tomorrow, it'll be the same Bat Channel and the same characters here, and then we're going to have some. I'm trying to remember what the question of the day is tomorrow. I already did it and programmed it into
But you
Facebook.
can't remember.
No, I can't remember.
It's that thing that we're going to ask tomorrow.
Your name's Mark, right? I can remember that. That's about all I can remember. But I know it's time, to go home and change the baby.
Or Richard Gere. One or the other.
That'll be news to Carol. Take care. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
You got him hanging up in the man cave?
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
The proud voice of the Fairfield Mules and the leader in southeastern Illinois sports. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, 104.9.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. Stop by for a rest test. 20 mattresses on display. Try their adjustable beds for maximum comfort.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Twitter removes a post shared by President Trump falsely claiming that only 6% of listed coronavirus deaths were actually caused by it.
The U.S. is on the verge of marking its 6 millionth case of coronavirus infection. The U.S. also reports more than 180,000 deaths, but President Trump tweeted that number isn't factual. Now, there's been a lot of talk about CDC publishing figures that 94% of COVID deaths in the U.S. had other contributing factors.
Fox's Evan Brown. The first Israeli airline flight into the United Arab Emirates has landed with a delegation including White House advisor Jared Kushner to finalize a peace deal announced by President Trump last month.
I prayed yesterday at the wall that Muslims and Arabs from throughout the world will be watching this flight, recognizing that we are all children of God and that the future does not have to be predetermined by the past.
America's listening to Fox News.